now we can talk about your interview experience, like the things which happened during your interview with Qualcomm. So we can talk in detail, like the number of rounds and duration, maybe, and if you could remember, like the focus of each and every round. So yeah, so we can talk about the interview round now.
For Qualcomm, there were two technical rounds and one HR round, and each round was like screening type.
Okay.
So, uh, first round for like my first round, it was my first interview actually for this placement session.
Okay.
So it started at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I was home, and I was quite nervous. I mean, a bit nervous actually. So, but the interviewer, he was very calm, and then he just talked to me about one or two things, and then he started the interview. So it happened on Teams, and then he started asking me the digital domain questions. So there were questions like there was one input waveform and there was one output waveform. So I had to design a circuit which will do that. So I did that. And then there was a question on PIPO depth calculation. So I tried, and I first the answer that I gave was wrong, and then I tried something, and then I gave another answer, which was fine. But then again, he asked me about one more condition, so I couldn't give the answer then. So I wasn't able to think it through properly that time. Then he asked me to make uh, one FSM. So as it was an online interview, so what I was doing on my answer sheet, he couldn't see. So while I was making the FSM, as it was taking time, and we both of us were quiet, so I started telling him what I was doing. So from I told him that okay, this is how I'm starting, and this is what I'm doing, and this is how this is what my approach is. So as I was telling him, he got to know that I am going on the right track, and then after I told him my whole approach, then he was convinced that okay, now the FSM can be made. So he was like, okay, now we can move to the another questions. So like that happened, and another one there was some design question only, make a circuit for something, and then there was he asked me a puzzle.
Okay.
So then it took me some time, but I reached the answer, and then he was like, okay, so finally you reached the answer. So in my MTP, I had worked on Python, so he asked me to code on Python, a simple code question. Then I was, uh, when I was doing that, I told him this is how. He asked me how you'll proceed, how you go. So I told him that okay, this is what I'm thinking. This is how I'll do the question. This is how I'll go. So he was convinced with that, and then he asked me if I have any questions. So I asked him if we need to be proficient in Python to work in Qualcomm. So he was like that we just want to know if you can, if we are given a problem statement, we can, break it into pieces and we can think. And approach is important because coding languages, these are skills that we can learn. So we just want to know if you have that approach. So that went well. I won't say very good, but yeah, it went well. So I was selected for second round. Then I had my second round, and before my second round, I was quite exhausted. Then in my second round, they, it also happened on Teams, and the interviewer he started with a design question only. That we have a latch and make a flip flop out of that, and then if we have this input, we want this output, design a circuit for that. And then he asked me to code it in Verilog. So there are like simulators. So he opened it and he shared, gave me access, and then he asked me to write the Verilog code there. So while I was writing, he asked me what I was doing. Then I told him, and then he was like, okay, he was convinced. And then he asked me questions on like clock domain crossing, synchronizers. Then the whole interview went around uh, like TPO and synchronizers and one flop synchronizer, two flop, and then these kind of things. So it was all about the synchronizer part only. And then at the end, he asked me if I have any questions. Then I asked some question, and then we had a conversation. Actually, we started having a conversation, and it was quite fun to talk to him. So that went well. Second round went well. So after second round, I had my HR round. So first round, it was of like 45 minutes. The second round was also about 45 to 50 minutes. And the HR round, it lasted for 15 to 20 minutes. So in HR round, they, he first asked me that he's in, as you know that we are like in Bangalore and you are from north and your whole education is from north, so will it be okay for you to work here? So I answered him that I have done my internship from Bangalore once, and I have my family members there, so it will be okay. And then he asked me about the hobbies that I was talking about in the resume. That is why I said that, because I had written reading books, so novels. So he asked me what kind of books, and then he asked me about some novels that if what uh, you know which novels have you read, and then he asked me if I like the books based on history or you know so it was like a conversation. It was not like an interview. So it was like we were having a conversation. Uh, that was going good. And then the last question, I think he asked me that, uh, yeah, one proud moment.
Yes.
Yeah, so that also went well. And as it was like we were having conversation, I did not, feel like okay, I need to make answers and then I need to tell them. It was like a conversation like you and I are having right now.
Yeah.
So it was uh, very nice. And then he asked me if I have any questions for him. Then we talked about him for some time. And then, yeah, that was the HR round. So that was also well.
Yeah. Yeah, and finally you got the offer.
I got
Yes, Priti. So, Priti, so just to summarize, you mentioned that there were two technical rounds and one HR round. And in technical rounds, so they were asking some technical questions, obviously, and you have discussed everything in detail. So, one thing that you mentioned that the first question was some input waveform, then output waveform, and you have to design the circuit for that. So they were showing something you on the computer screen.
Yeah. So there was like whiteboard.
Okay.
They have this kind of, options, or it is there on Teams. So he opened that whiteboard and he showed me that this is the input waveform. He drew actually.
Yes.
So then I saw, and then he made some changes. And how would you change your circuit like those? He did.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So I
was,
think in case of online interview, these things were quite means easy that they can show the screen and they can use whiteboards to draw some diagrams or some flowcharts they can easily do. Yes. And yeah, and then there was second round and followed by the HR round. So in these rounds, were there any tricky questions, or you felt that this was something which I did not study or something like that happened?
uh, in round one, I would say, like he was giving the problem statements, like I told you about to design a circuit. So
Yeah.
you can give anything, and then they were making some changes. How will you change your circuit? And then he asked me the puzzles also. So I think it depends more on the interviewer. Some interviewers focus on these things, and like in my second round, it was also like he also gave me, first gave me a latch, a draw a latch, and then he asked me to draw flip flop from that, and then he asked me to draw some circuit for something, some input output form, and then he asked me to write Verilog code for it. So it was not like I had studied everything. I
Yes.
mean, we study the basics. We study how, like in GATE, we study the concept, then we practice some questions, and then they can ask anything. So, but the concepts that we have, we need to solve it using those things. So it was like that. Here I would like to add that for my interview, as my MTP was not related to the profile they were having me interview, but some of my friends they had projects on digital and processor design. So the interviewers they were focusing more on their projects. So it is better if you are preparing for Qualcomm interview, and if you have project on digital or processor design in these domains, then you need to be very clear with your MTP
Yes.
because they'll grind you.
Yes.
So, and your whole interview will revolve around your MTP. So, this is what I heard from my seniors also, and this is what happened with my friends also. So, yeah, that is what I would like to add.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. In case of, I think core companies or core profiles, your MTP becomes really very, very important. And yeah, and people, I think they have also mentioned some of my seniors that they have also mentioned that in my department as well. Sometimes if the MTP is matching to their profile, then your entire interview will be revolving around those MTP only.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Preeti. So yeah. So then after these two technical rounds, there were HR round, and you have mentioned some of the questions which were asked in that round, like some proud moment and like your relocation issues. They were talking about any relocation issues. So those things you definitely answered well. So Preeti, we can talk a bit about this online and offline thing. So as you mentioned that since it was online and you were at home, you were like so we can talk a bit about this online interview. Like, what are the some key things which one should keep in mind while going for online interviews, or how was the experience in your case?
Mike is when we prepare for like when we are going for an offline interview, we tend to focus on our appearance also. By appearance, I would say, the outfit that it should be formal, and I think that is good because obviously your first impression is important and
Yes.
it shows your seriousness about what you are doing. So, but in case of offline interview, as I was home and I didn't had any blazer, so I was wearing, my plain black hoodie because it will not look funky or anything.
Yeah.
And in Qualcomm, I think they were not very much uh, concerned about the outfit. And as in, right now, as we can see each other, our outfit, we are not able to see, the complete outfit. So it
Yes.
was okay. One difference is that. Another difference, I would say, uh, in offline interview, what you're doing, they can see what you're making, in your writing, in your notepad. But in online interview, you need to tell them your approach. It is good to, tell them about your approach, what you're doing in offline interview as well. But in online interview, it is very important because they cannot see it. And other thing I would say in online interview, as you're home and you're just sitting in one place. In offline interview, you need to, run from one place to another and you see so many people. So I think it is more, it creates more pressure. Offline
Yeah.
interviews, I think, and as my seniors have mentioned, they said that it is a very, you see people running from here and there, and then their faces after they come out of the interview room. But in offline online interview, you are at your home. Of course, you are also stressed about your placement, but at least the pressure of seeing so many people in distress, that is not what happened. What happens in online interview? So maybe that would have helped. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the rush and the pressure which one has, like, while walking from one room to another room, those things would have definitely been minimized in case of online interviews.
You will be like mentally drained and physically drained as well.
Yeah,
In online interview, you will be mentally drained only.
yeah, yeah. But in case of offline, you also get the support of your peers or your friends, which was not there in case of online interview.
Both have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, now no one knows what will happen, the mode of next placement season. Will it be an online, offline, or a blend of these two? So yeah, let us see how it goes. So yes, Preeti. So Preeti, in your interview rounds, were there any questions on your academic gap? Like,
No, they didn't ask me any question about.
okay. And any questions on your, like, POR, like persons of responsibility? Any question?
No, I think they cover it in HR round, but
Yeah.
for my HR interview, they didn't ask.
Yeah. Yeah, because in case of MTech students, they are, they are sometimes a bit confused about whether we should go for any POR. Like, institute has several PORs, so they sometimes think about. So yeah, and yes, Preeti. So I guess then we have covered about your interview experience as well, and some other aspects of online, offline interview we have also covered. So, before we wrap up, anything you want to add, means anything in the mainly interview rounds? We will definitely be discussing the message for the upcoming students, but anything which you want to add in the interview rounds, anything you feel important?
I think I've covered everything.
Okay, Preeti. Yes, Preeti. So, Preeti, then we can talk about, first we can talk about, like, what message do you have for the gate, for the students who just cleared their gate and got a decent rank and they are looking for masters in different IITs, definitely. So, what is your message for them?
First of all, congratulations, and second is it is good that you're thinking of doing masters, but I would say just don't do it because other people are doing it. If you really want to, if you are curious about your technical core things, and if you want to do masters, then do it because MTech is seriously super busy, and you should not think that it would be smooth like your BTech. And MTech from any IIT would be easy, and as it is masters, you will be, uh, you know, uh, it would be expected of you that you would do, you will be dedicated and you will do hard work because you are doing it after doing your BTech. And some students do BTech because of the pressure from outside also, but
Yeah.
masters is something which we ourselves choose. So if you're going for it, it is very good. Just keep in mind that it is going to be super busy. So manage your time from the beginning itself.
Yes. Yes, Preeti. Yeah, so I think this will help them to make a call or take a decision. And so yeah, so the last thing which we usually do is the advice for your upcoming, your juniors, mainly those who are studying in here in IIT Bombay and those who will be sitting for the placements in this coming semester. So what is your message for them?
Okay. So I would suggest them to start doing that as early as possible, to start preparing for placement as soon as they have time. I mean, they can dedicate 1 or 2 hours in 1 week, and then they can increase the time because uh, when you study for the very first time, you are just understanding the concept, but as you're preparing for your placements, you need to be thorough with it. So you will need a proper revision also. So it is better to complete these things. And my suggestion for interviews is that first of all, give equal weightage to written test and interview, because if you are unable to do well in written, you won't be able to sit for the interview. So then it would all be in vain, your whole preparation for the interview. So give equal importance to both written and interview. and whatever you will be preparing for written, that would come in handy for your uh, inter- uh, interview preparation also. Be calm, maintain your calm during our interview, because sometimes what happens is, because we are not calm, we are unable to think properly. It is impossible to study everything. You cannot cover everything. So just have, complete your concepts and practice some questions so that you know how to apply those concepts. And when one interviewer is asking you a question, you think then and there. Don't think that you have studied it somewhere and then you get the solution. Just think whatever the question is, think about it and then try to solve it there. And even if you don't know the complete answer, you can say that this is what I'm able to recall. Or you can start with the approach. The interviewer might help you in getting to the answer. When you are asked a question, don't answer it in a hurry. Take
Yeah.
your time, think, and then you know tell your answer. So that is, and maintain your calm. Don't be stressed.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. People should means take a lesson from your experience, or they should get motivated at least, because the points which you have mentioned will definitely come handy. Like you should maintain your calm and do not rush into answering any question. Just think for a couple of seconds and then answer. So those things are very might sound trivial, but they are really very very important.
Yeah,
Yes, Preeti. Yeah. So yes, Preeti. So thank you very much. Thank you for taking your time, and yeah, thank you very much.
thank you so much.